It's race day here in Melbourne as we continue with what could shape up to be one of the best Australian Grand Prix ever. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. Its combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners make it a tricky track when it comes to overtakes. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Rodriguez lines up on pole position. Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Sainz, Sergio Perez and Hamilton, Russell, Bottas, Fernando Alonso and Esteban Ocon, Mick Schumacher, Magnussen, Lando Norris and Tsunoda, Gasly, Ricciardo, Guan Yu Zhou and Sebastian Vettel, Stroll, Albon, Nissany and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Natalie Pinkham joins me once again in the commentary box. It's fantastic to have you with us today. I'm curious though, how do you think the drivers stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It'll keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Okay, now that we've got some good points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 18.1 seconds. You're leading the pack, that's P1, Leclerc behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 2.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, your pit window opens next lap, and 11 laps to go. In this lap, push now. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. We had an issue attaching the left front wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us and get back into this race. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Currently P11, Vettel ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Verstappen behind you now. Our gap behind is 2.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Our gap to first place is 16.5 seconds. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops. Let's go, 9 laps to go. Roy's in the pits. Roy in the pit lane now. Our gap to the car in front is 1.7 seconds. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. position, front of the pack. Leclerc is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 1.7 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. All right, 6 laps to go now. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining, 5 laps of fuel left. Tyre condition still looking good. Leading the pack, that's P1, Leclerc behind. And the gap behind us is 1.4 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. Come on, just 3 laps to go, 3 laps. Yellow flag. Green flag. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. You're in first position, front of the pack. Leclerc is behind you. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 3.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
We've witnessed some great battles on the streets of Melbourne today then, and they've taken a fantastic win. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their head when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that has allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy and stay out of trouble.
I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of the race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium. So let's see how the drivers' standings have changed. Our championship leader is still sat at the top of the standings, but their rivals have made up some solid ground today. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Rodriguez. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as shown a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
Let's move on to the constructors. Ferrari continue to extend the gap at the top of the table. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend to push themselves further up the order. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.